show until next time. So if you love Stuhrling watches, they date back to the early 1800s. The history is phenomenal. It takes a heck of a long time to make one watch, so stay tuned because Larry is here, the expert. And we have a big hour ahead, a once only coming up, today only coming up, this visit only coming up. And being Larry's last show, you want to shop on some great watches and great prices. Check out what's coming up this hour. Oh my gosh, a beautiful watch on the way. This watch, by the way, Larry and I were talking about this watch. This is brand new. This is a hot watch. This is a Lady Gatsby Society watch. This is so fabulous. Today only means we've taken our price from $200 to $135.17. This price ends at midnight. It goes back up to $200. So we're saving you around $60 plus $70 when you call in. 6 value pays for today only of under $23. It's V90216. That watch is so hot. In the black, the brown, or in the silver tone, I'm in love with that watch. And that price will end at midnight, so keep that in mind. And this is Larry's watch. He wears the Manchester. I like the names, the Manchester Aussie watch. And I can see Larry wearing this. You see his tie, you understand. It's V90105. There's only one color left, that's the orange, which I think is my favorite color. I wore orange last night, so orange is a hot color for spring and summer, of course. Taking our price from $227 and change to $188.35. And understand anniversary pricing means it's Larry's return being back here for 1 year at ShopNBC. And anniversary prices are fantastic, V90105. And then also coming up for you ready for this? The Stuhrling Original Eagle Collection 2009 edition watch. Look at this price, from $106 to less than $81, and under $27 on 3 value pays. Your choice in the red, the black, or the brown dial, the 90685. And, you know, it's great to have Larry here because I didn't think he was going to be here. But Larry Magen is here, and you've had a hot day, haven't you?
It's been fantastic, Libby. It's wonderful to work with you.
Good to see you.
I'll tell you what, folks, I want to thank everybody.
At his tie, see?
She's making fun of my tablet. You know, listen to my collar bar or whatever. It's, listen, it's a pleasure to be here. It's been a fabulous visit. This is the final hour of the show. I myself wasn't even sure I was going to be able to make it here tonight, but we manipulated the situation. We got here. But I'll tell you what, we have some really good deals in this hour. And I looked at the lineup, and I want to just say this. The Traveler was packed at the end, which is a this visit only. So I don't know if we're going to get to it, folks, but get the Traveler if you can. Here we go now.
And the Stuhrling Original Ladies Daphne watch. This watch is so fun. It's so lovely. It's V90782. It's $67.56. Anniversary pricing means jump all over this price tag. We're saving almost $14 when you call in. Plus, look at the value pays of $16 and change on 4 value pays. Your choice of color, the gold tone, we'll show you that one, the silver tone, or the rose tone. And genuine leather strap with this really, really cool satin twill on top of it, which I like.
You know, Libby, this is our Daphne watch. It's from our Romance collection. This is a brand new model. And, you know, we do a lot of mother of pearl dials on our watches, our men's watches, our ladies' watches. Mother of pearl is a big thing for us. But this is the first time we've ever done a 2-tone mother of pearl dial. If you take a look, folks, inside the hearts that are in the center of the dial here, it's a fabulous like ribbon-style design with the 12, 3, 6, and 9 and the hearts on there. But inside the hearts, you'll notice the mother of pearl is a separate tone on the particular gold tone execution that Libby is showing you right now. You'll notice it's kind of a chiffon yellow.
It is.
And you can't just paint that, folks. It's a special dyeing process for mother of pearl so that you don't lose that iridescence, you don't lose that, you know, that flash and the striations and everything else.
Now, this is the gold tone choice, correct?
Right.
And that's going to have a beautiful platinum strap, which I think is fantastic. We also have the silver tone with the orange strap. How cool is that? Like a reddish orange. Very, very fabulous. And that has the deeper pink parts. How pretty is that?
Absolutely. Now, the silver tone execution, that actually has a red strap. Now, I would call that a tomato red, but I see...
Thank you. I was thinking like an orange red, but it's more tomato red. You're
right. No orange in that red, Libby. Now, you want orange. Wait till you see what we have coming up next.
I'm colorblind here.
Wait till you see what we have coming next.
Okay, here we go.
But it's a beautiful tomato red, and then the rose tone execution has a nice baby pink.
That is, well, you know I love pink. I'm Libby Pink Floyd. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. Okay.
So there's the pink with the beautiful hearts in the pink as well. So let me understand something. This is like a 2-tone mother of pearl, is that correct?
Right. It's a special dyeing process, yes, Libby, that it actually goes through 2 steps. And it's the first time we've ever done it. It is just fabulous. And I'm sure we'll be doing more of it. But the thing I want to point out to everybody who might be tuning in right now and catch this, make sure you get one of these at this price. Don't let the price fool you, because this is not a $67 watch by any means. This case is blanked from solid 316L surgical grade stainless steel. This is not a cast case. The crystal is Cristerna, and it is slightly domed. It's not a flat case. And you do have a Swiss quartz movement in this watch.
Get out of town for this price.
You know, the thing is, you know, you see the price and you think, oh, that's just a fashion watch. It's far from it. This is a serious timepiece that has a Swiss quartz engine. And again, the fact that it's solid steel.
That's amazing.
It's blanked from, you know, when you make a mold and do cast cases, you can literally stamp out 200 or 300 cases in one stamping.
My gosh.
These are blanked from solid bars of steel. They're cut out, polished, cut, polished. It goes through about 30 steps just to make the case. Now, by the way, on the gold tone and the rose tone, the gold tone that you're showing right now, that is actually layered with 23-karat yellow gold.
Really?
And don't worry, folks, you won't get those smudges on yours when you get it home. Okay, I should have brought my polishing cloth.
I got it right there. We won't charge you for that.
But it's 23-karat yellow gold, and on the rose tone, that is actually 16-karat rose gold on the rose tone.
So here's the rose with the pink, and
Exactly.
then here is the tomato red
Yes.
with that fantastic silver tone.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
But,
and this is a really romantic piece, like you're talking about, a double heart. But also, the mother of pearl is gorgeous on this, isn't it?
Yeah, we use AAA grade mother of pearl. You know, we use one particular MOP farm that we've been going to for years, and you know, we're a big customer there. But
look at the strap too. This is genuine leather, correct?
It's a leather strap, but it has a satin twill cover. The thing that is just blowing my mind on this, you know, for the entire visit, we brought in really good quantity of the Daphne, and we're down to these 3 executions right here, but. We're at the very end of these, okay? We're not real deep on it, but at $16 to bring it home on a value pay, I think any guys, if there's any guys any lady obviously should jump on it, but any guys that happen to be watching the show right now, if you're a watch collector or whatever, pick up the phone and you go from 0 to hero in one phone call right now, because you know you're going to get your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You're going to get them involved in watches.
Your daughter.
And for your daughter. And by the way, Mother's Day is right around the
It's
corner.
coming up in May. That's right.
Right around the corner.
Now, also, this has 5 ATM too. Is that correct?
It's 50 meters water resistant. You have a screw down case back as well. You have dual O-rings on the crown to achieve 50 meters of water resistance. Beautiful. So, you know, take advantage of it.
And this watch is so pretty, too. I love it also. Check it out with the diamond bracelet. So for $67, you own a Stuhrling timepiece. And by the way, Stuhrling is exclusive here at ShopNBC as far as electronic retailers. But also, your company dates back to the 1800s. You guys have been around for a long time. Lots of history behind Stuhrling watches.
As far as the lineage goes, that's absolutely correct. And but as far as home shopping television, you're absolutely right, Libby. For home shopping, this is it for us. ShopNBC, we're so proud of our affiliation. And this whole anniversary is about our length of time and stay here at ShopNBC. And we came in, and I'm glad we got onto this topic, because I want everybody to know we didn't just bring merchandise that we're trying to clear out. We really brought some of our best pieces, brand new pieces, and we're doing this anniversary pricing, which is, you know, absolutely out of this world.
Pay. This is amazing. And do we also talk about, Tom, you didn't remind me, that was that free shipping and handling or reduced shipping and handling on the Daphne? Was that
I believe it was
different?
reduced.
What was it? So reduced shipping and handling as well in the Daphne, too. Okay, I can't read all the information there because it's kind of small. That was B90782, so we've got all those great things for you. The Stuhrling original, that would be the Artemis?
The Artemis Gentile.
Gentile watch for $141.27. $35 and change on 4 value pays. It's the 90300. Thank you, Sean, for doing that for me. Choice of the silver tone, the rose tone. And then what about this visit only that Larry was talking about? We've taken a watch from $118 to $98 and change and $24.73 on 4 value pays.
This is what I was saying. We checked the cart, and I saw this is planned for the end of the show. And whatever we have left on this, guys, this is an unbelievable, amazing price to bring home this watch for $25, okay? So we may not get to it, but there it is, folks. Don't wait.
And that price ends at midnight tonight, so keep that in mind. It's B90684. But because the hour top value has sold out and is pretty much gone across the board, coming up right now from Larry and Stuhrling, a beautiful once only. Check it out. Okay, everybody, a once only like you've never seen before, the Stuhrling original Millennia skeleton, already leaving the building. Our regular price tag is $170. The once only price is $105.13, and then check out 6 value pays of $17.52. Your choice of silver tone or black case. Now, Larry, this is only good for this hour, everybody, just so you understand.
It's good for right now only. Guys, calling all Stuhrling fanatics, Stuhrling collectors. You know this watch. This is our Millennia. We featured it in Watches International 2008 as one of our primary pieces at Basel. I'm telling you now, folks, this is an opportunity like never before. It says on the graphic $170 regular price, but I got news for you. I don't know where they're picking these prices, because if you go back to November All-Star, which was just a few months ago, okay, it was a lot more than 170, okay? I believe it was 249 or at the least 229.
So our price is 105.13.
But tonight, and tonight only, and right now, it's over when this show is over, so get it while you can. This is an amazing skeleton mechanical automatic. I'm going to tell you all about skeletons and what this is all about, but the engineering on this case is phenomenal, and any guy would love to have this, especially, you know, the Millennia, by the way, you know, where it gets its name is all about these new millennials. Now, Libby, I think you and I might be of a little different generation, or I think I'm probably a different generation than you altogether. But these new millennials, these are like these 20-somethings, you know.
That was good, Larry. We like it.
Did I save? Did I save it? Okay. But I don't know. I can feel like I can relate. You can relate to me, you know. But
barely. No, I'm kidding.
I know.
I'm kidding.
Listen.
It's the LA connection.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay, fine. But my point is this: these new millennials, these young guys, they have all this money, and they have boats and cars and all the toys and gadgets and stuff like that. God only knows where they get all this money, okay?
Like Tom, our producer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. But my point is, this is the kind of timepiece that these guys like to wear. It's that kind of a look, okay? It's inspired by a very high-end Swiss company. I guess we have just the two executions here tonight. What are we calling it?
We have the silver tone and the black case.
Silver tone and black, that's it.
Can you put one on for me, too?
I'm going to.
Which one do you want to wear?
I'll put on the silver tone.
But this is a really hot watch. And the skeleton design, which, by the way, you can see it working from the back. How cool is that? So Larry's going to model the silver tone. Here is the black, but understand once only price means the 105.13 leaves at the top of the hour. So 50 minutes left to get that price tag. We're going to take it back up to 170 at the top of the hour. That saves you $64 and change when you call in, $17 and change on 6 value pays, first time ever. That will also end at the top of the hour, too. Larry, take it away, because this watch is fantastic.
Well, first let's just take a gander here at just the look of the watch, okay? You know, it's a little hot in here, but no, it is hot. It's extremely hot, guys, as far as the look here.
It is.
I mean, you get, this is what we call a tonneau shape case, obviously.
I love that shape case.
Yeah, and it's a beautifully proportioned tonneau, by the way. Okay, but here, the engineering on the case, and that's what I'm going to show you too here, if I can. You see the sides there, how they're triple grooves? That's all done with computer numeric control machining. And when I give you a better look, when I hold it for you, you'll see how the inside has got a matte finish, and then on the upper part, it's got a polished finish. But here we go. You see the big coil up there at 12 o'clock?
Right.
That is the mainspring. There is no battery in this watch. It's being run by a spring. When you own a skeleton mechanical automatic watch, you're actually paying homage to a time-honored art and tradition that goes back centuries, watchmaking the way it used to be in the old days. And the nice thing about a skeleton is that you can actually see the mainspring, so you can see the gaps, and you can see that, you know, approximately how much time is remaining on the mainspring and if it needs to be wound or not. I'm going to give them
the first to go is a silver tone. They're both going so fast. Check out this incredible timepiece. Once only price at $105.13. Take it home for $17 and change on 6 value pays. Now, Larry, tell us also about the warranty that Stuhrling has.
Sure. Stuhrling original warranty. Our international warranty is a 2-year warranty, and our service center is in New York. If anything ever goes wrong with the watch, you're going to have to send it to us, but we stand behind it like we always do.
Fantastic.
Okay?
I love this dial. Tell us about that.
Well, absolutely. What you have here, first of all, you'll notice that the hour markers are the baton indices. They're faceted, so they refract the light. But take a look. Here's a couple of unusual things I'm going to point out. What you see for the dial, you see all that scroll work?
Yes.
That is actually the top plate for the movement. And you think, how could that be? Because what they've done is they've cut away all the extraneous metal parts. And on the pieces that are remaining, which is very little, that's hand-engraved scroll work, okay? But what's unusual about this is that it has been coated with black PVD, okay? And what that means is that, I mean, which is a great thing, because when you look at it from a distance, it just looks like, well, it's a black dial. And then as you start coming in tighter and tighter, and you start seeing little pieces kind of chirping around in the background, you realize, wait a minute, that is the movement, okay? And that's what makes this piece kind of so cool.
I like this watch a lot.
If we just stay right there on that shot right there, guys, you see the coil up there at 12 o'clock. That's your mainspring. Now, over there at the traditional 9 o'clock position, you can see the balance wheel that's oscillating back and forth at 21,600 vibrations per hour. and that's what's regulating the timing feature of the watch. But just below that, you can't really see it because the hour hand is blocking it, but right behind that hour hand that's pointing to the 8, there's a little piece called the pallet fork, and it's actually,
right there?
well, that wheel that you're pointing to is the escapement, okay? And that is what the pallet fork is allowing it to release the power from the mainspring into the drivetrain at little intervals. And when you hear a little tick, 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 that's what you're hearing when you hold it up to your ear.
Isn't it?
Absolutely. But here's the thing. If I want to just try and make the point, is that when you get a skeleton mechanical watch, it's kind of like this. If you were going to have company come over to your house, you might want to clean up the house a little bit before they get there.
Which only happens about once a year when someone comes over.
You wouldn't want them to see your, maybe your mess, okay? Well, it's like that with a skeleton. When you have a mechanical automatic movement, most of the time, no one's going to see it because it goes behind a dial. But when you know it's going into a skeleton watch, okay, you know it's going to be seen. So it has to be beautified and decorated, and they're more expensive, okay? And to get it, even a straight mechanical automatic at this price would be incredible, but a skeleton mechanical automatic that's plated with black PVD, and I haven't even talked about the case, the engine, and there's the nice rubber strap. It's a 22mm wide rubber strap. It's got the ribbon design, and you have a diver's flip lock push button safety clasp on this, okay, which is phenomenal, okay? So, I mean, it has all the bells and whistles on this particular piece.
And then you have the once only price. You have the 6 value pays for the first time ever. If you're looking for a collector's timepiece, but not spending a collector's timepiece price tag, here it is for $17 and change with your first value pay. And we're talking about a company, because Larry, your company, we can brag more about Stuhrling because you're learning about what it takes to build a watch. Because you were saying there's one factory in the world that actually is dedicated to making, it's a Swiss factory, dedicated to making Stuhrling
Our exclusive manufacturing partner is a third-generation Swiss watchmaking company. Many of you out there, all you Stuhrling fans, you know who I'm talking about. George J. von Berg, a legend in the Swiss industry, of course, makes watches for many of the Swiss brands. Their headquarters is in Bellinzona, Switzerland. But George has dedicated one entire factory to Stuhrling Original. Now, it's outside the borders of Switzerland, because if it was inside the borders of Switzerland, we wouldn't be able to bring it anywhere near these prices. But the point is, it's a Swiss-owned factory by George J. von Berg. Our mantra is respect for the art and tradition of the Swiss watchmaking legend. And that's why every single model, every single piece, we do all of our own engineering. They're all Swiss engineered timepieces. They're all Swiss craftsmanship, Swiss artisanship, Swiss technology. And that's the difference. And people recognize that when they actually get it, and they get it in their hand, and you can feel the difference.
And I like also with this strap, it's going to be a nicer, even though it's a heavy case, it makes it more of a lightweight watch for a guy. It's not so heavy that, it's cumbersome, which is nice,
Well,
do you agree with me on that or not?
Well, not 100%.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, to me, because there's some watches for guys, I'm like,
I think what you're feeling. Well, that's a good point. It's not a big 50mm watch or 22mm
It's really attractive. It's really nice looking.
Absolutely, and don't think ladies couldn't wear this watch. Absolutely, ladies can wear this watch. And I see we have a lot of activity on the phone on this.
The black, by the way, is now, they're both, the black is now going first. They're pretty much running neck
Everybody out there needs to get at least one of these for six value pays, $17.
And change.
All you watch geeks out there, I'm talking about the forum out there, if you're watching the show right now, don't wait. Just pull the trigger for $17 on a value pay. This is special. You've heard me, tooting the horn of the millennia now for about 6 months. And now this is unbelievable once only, but it's only for right now.
For the next
you only get it
minutes.
right now, okay?
So we're saving you $64 and change when you call in. The 6 value pays for this hour only will also go away at the top of the hour. You're getting close to a $500 timepiece for $105.15. That is amazing, isn't it?
It's truly amazing. If you knew how much engineering went into this piece, it's unbelievable. It was in development for about a year. Every model starts with pencil on paper. We start with drawings. And then it goes to the CAD renderings, the computer-generated renderings. Then it goes to, finally a prototype. And then from the prototype, we go back and forth, and then we go to final, production samples. And then, but it takes a long time. And to
these are flying very quickly, too. They're going very, very fast. So please use automated ordering and go online to our website, too. Sorry.
That's okay.
Just want to clarify that.
No, that's fine. To think that we would have ever got to this point where we're selling it at this. Now, whether it's our anniversary special, whether it's a once only, whether it's the economy, whatever it happens to be, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, because this is phenomenal. seriously, to pick it up for $17, that's
It's crazy. And the 6 value pays first time ever. They leave at the top of the hour. This is the lowest price it's ever been, by the way. And this item will never be offered again at this low price, ever.
And you will get a lot of compliments on this, and it's a great conversation piece as well. Now, the crystal, you can see it's a custom shape. It's a tonneau-shaped crystal, but it is curved. You notice how the top side of the watch is curved. That crystal is curved. Cristerna crystal is a proprietary crystal for Stuhrling Original. We were involved with a few other watch companies almost 5 years ago in the development of it. It comes from the eyewear industry, you know, what eyeglasses are made from. It actually has more strength over a spread surface area than sapphire. It's the most shatter-resistant crystal in the watch industry, okay?
Wow.
It's more scratch-resistant than mineral.
Can you pop this on one more time?
Yeah.
Because here's the bottom
This
line,
is
everybody.
Jim Skelton's favorite, by the way. He likes the all-black.
And you also have 5 ATM, 165 feet of water resistancy. This once-only price ends in about 40 minutes. The 6 value pays in. It's our lowest price ever. It will not come back at this price tag ever again. So keep that in mind. But look how great this looks with Larry's
This is awesome.
jacket.
This is incredible. Now, again, typically I wouldn't think of this as my generation. I mean, a lot of you guys know me out there. You know I'm a little bit older. Okay, I like all the dead guys. But the thing of it is, well, I do.
Out of the Grateful Dead, yeah.
No, not those dead. I'm talking about Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole. You know.
I like those guys too, of course.
Okay.
I thought you'd like the Grateful Dead, though.
Well, they're okay.
Oh, there you go.
But, you know, I like the really, you know, anyway. So my point is, even of my generation, I could see myself wearing this. You see, there is a generation gap with Libby and I.
I had to clarify that, but to make sure we knew who you were talking about.
Okay, well, now we're clear, you know. But anyway, so there is a gap. But this is gorgeous, guys. We're having fun up here. It's been a great visit so far. This is a party. It's a giveaway. You know, take advantage of it.
And understand in 40
minutes. Please, get at least one, maybe
both
2 or 3.
Of them, because they're both on
$16
exactly.
or $17.
$17 and change
Guys,
are on your way.
listen to the right voices and you'll make the right choices. Let's just keep talking over each other. It's fun that way.
90093, story of my life. Now, also, I love this watch, the Stuhrling Original Artemis Gentile watch for $141.27.
Yeah, this is fabulous too. And again, a tremendous, you know, anniversary pricing situation here. A lot of guys like these bracelet watches now. Okay, this looks fabulous. Wait till you see how this looks on my wrist, Libby. But the key on this one here is that you're getting a master calendar, okay? This is a Swiss movement, a master calendar, which is day, date, and month, okay? And a genuine moon phase. So while there's a lot of people on the phone right now for the millennia. While you're on the phone, for $35, add one of these to your order because wait till you see how this looks when I put it on. Now, Libby's going to show you the executions here.
Now, you do get the anniversary price at $141.27. Also, 4 values of $35.31. It's V90300. Tell us about the moon phase. Why is that? Is that a difficult complication? Tell us about that.
Well, it's difficult when we're talking about a mechanical, and it's nothing to sneeze at with a quartz. Now, this is a quartz movement, okay? As far as why it's a difficult complication, because the full moon has to make one full revolution, 360 degrees, every 28 and a half days. In other words, when the minute hand goes around 60 minutes, the hour hand has to go from 1 to 2.
Okay.
When the hour hand goes around 24 hours, then the day has to kick from Monday to Tuesday. The date has to kick 1, okay? The wheel down at the month has to kick at the end of the month. But the moon phase has to kick literally, you know, 1/28th of a 360-degree circle every day, okay? So it's, when you start thinking about what's going on inside the watch, it's absolutely mind-boggling. And to do it off on a mechanical, if this was a mechanical, right, with all these complications, it would be a minimum of $1,000. Minimum. And if it's a high-end brand, then it's like $10,000. But the fact that you can get it for a Swiss quartz at this price is amazing. And so what you have, if you look at these subdials right here.
Two choices, too, just so they know that.
Go ahead.
Silvertone, or Silvertone rose tone. Okay,
the Silvertone rose tone has a little bit of rose tone accent on it. But if we take another tight shot of the dial here, what you have, you heard me use the term master calendar, okay? You see at the top up there, it says January, March, and the line in between would represent February. Right. That's your month. Then over there at the 3 o'clock position is your days of the week, and at the 9 o'clock position is your date, okay? So, right, so the point is, a lot of watches have a date. You have 3 hands and a date. Some have a day and date. But when you go to the month and you have a day, date, and month, that is referred to as a master calendar. If you add in the year, day, date, month, and year, then it would be a grand calendar, okay? All right, this is a master calendar, but not only a master calendar, but you've also got a genuine moon phase. That's not an AM/PM indicator. Now, on the one that Libby is showing you right now, you can see that we're almost going into a full moon. Now, this probably hasn't been properly set. I don't know if we're really going into a full moon. Oh, Sean is telling me he did properly set the moon phase.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, big fella. So this, you know, listen, that's good for me to know because that's good for me to know because that's why you should get one of these watches.
So
if you're one of those kind of guys that, you know, when the moon comes out, you know.
Kind of crazy.
I'm serious.
Yeah, all of us do we not?
I'm telling you, my ex-wife and I used to stay in separate rooms when it was a full moon. You think I'm kidding?
But just so everybody knows, too, that once-only value is already about half gone. So if you'd love that once-only Millennia Skeleton automatic skeleton watch for $105.13 is crazy. It's V90093. It's going to be gone. And if Tom can let us know, too, which one we have the most in and what our quantity is on both of those watches, that would be fantastic. But here is the
Look how this looks, Libby.
Look at you, Larry.
Check this out.
Looks
Now,
good.
I mean, this is something for the boardroom. Check this out, guys. Okay? This is what I mean. Now, this would be what I would consider an everyday watch. You can wear this with jeans and a T-shirt. You can wear this, as you can see, I'm wearing a nice suit here tonight. You know, it looks like we're ready, Libby and I, to go to a bar mitzvah or something. But take a look at this. I mean, you can wear this anywhere.
This is $35 and change.
It's unbelievable.
And it's also nice and heavy, too.
Well, it's heavy because it's solid stainless steel. And I think when you were talking about the Millennia about being light is because the rubber strap, it doesn't have a heavy bracelet.
Exactly.
But that is a solid case. But anyway, going back to this watch here, you'd notice also what I like about it is it has an angled flange. You see the flange that goes around the inner circumference of the dial? It's angled. Now, on some watches, you know, you'll have no flange and it'll be what we call a deep dish style. But this has the angled flange, and I think angled flanges are just a really nice touch. You've got somewhat of a serrated edge bezel on this piece, which gives it, again, a really classy touch to the piece.
Now, real quick, here is the Millennia Skeleton automatic watch, and these are going fast. Your choice in the black or the silver tone. It's V90093. This price ends in 35 minutes. Thank you, Pete, for that. It's $17 and change on 6 value pays. Lowest price ever. That price will not come back ever again at $105.13, so keep that in mind. 35 minutes and counting, that price is gone. Goes back to up to $170. So please grab that while we have a few of those remaining. But this is a great looking watch, and you know, men like, you know, I mean, guys like their computers, they like their watches, because you think about men aren't wearing a lot of jewelry. This is their really time to shine with their pieces.
Well, you know, for guys, I think watches, you know, that's our jewelry, okay? Yeah. Just like women like to have all the different jewelry and everything. For guys, this is it. Now, this one here, the Artemis, I know a lot of guys are interested to know what size it is, because some guys they don't want anything over 40, some guys don't want anything under 50, you know. This is a 44. A 44 to me is a nice presence on the wrist, and I would say it's almost about as big as you want to go for like a dressy type of watch. You can maybe go to 45. Our Saturnalia is a 45, our Brumalia is a 45, and those are both very dressy watches. This is a nice 44, but you start going above 45, all of a sudden
it's 40, too gaudy, too
right,
big,
for sport watches is one thing, but you start talking about a nice dress watch or something like that, 44 or 45 is, you know, about as large as you want to go.
Do you prefer the rose or do you prefer the silver?
Well, I like them both. Now, you know, I kind of like the silver, but what I like about the rose, and obviously we do a lot of watches rose gold because men, you know, it really works for men, okay? If I can actually switch them out. Well, let's just look at it, Libby holding it, and I'll try it on my wrist in a minute. By the way, you notice the first thing that jumps out at me as Libby's holding that watch is that the crystal is slightly domed, okay, instead of a flat crystal. That's another touch you would never expect at this price point. But here, the thing about the rose gold, Libby, you know, you and I were talking before the show, getting acquainted. This is the first time we worked together. I was in the jewelry business, you know, for a number of years before I got into the watches. And, you know, I love, you know, the estate jewelry, of course.
Now,
and
one look at this on Larry's wrist before we go.
Anytime I see rose gold, it gives it kind of a vintage look.
It really does.
I think of that retro deco period, maybe in the 1940s, where you see all the rose gold.
That looks fantastic. Did you ever think it's $141?
It's unbelievable. Guys, don't delay. Ladies, get this for your man. Ladies can wear this too now, okay? Because a lot of ladies are wearing men's watches, and I'm not just trying to sell more watches to ladies. It's true.
And it also has 10 ATM, is that correct?
Is this 10 or 5?
It's 10.
Okay, 100 meters water resistant, which means we have dual O-rings in this watch.
Love that.
Great opportunity here, $35. You got to pick this up.
Grab it, everybody. It's V90300, Larry's last show of the visit, so keep that in mind with anniversary pricing, all the bells and whistles.
Here's my watch right here.
Yeah. And your choice only in the orange. The other two have sold out. We've taken our price from $227 to $188.55. $37.37 on 5 value pays. Gotta love that. It's It's V90105. That watch is hot. The Manchester Aussie watch.
Oh, it's the most comfortable case that we make is our Manchester
and this
Square.
visit only, oh my gosh, from $118 and change to $98.92. Also reduced
the
shipping.
Traveler.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you're ordering anything in this show, make sure you add a Traveler to your order, folks. For $25, this is an all-time signature piece for Stuhrling Original. It gives you the times, tracking all the time in all 24 time zones around the world in one glance. It is amazing. And for that
so
price,
you know, this visit only price ends at midnight. It's only a couple hours away.
Don't
so
wait till midnight. Get it now.
Now, are you ready for the Gatsby? This is really, really fabulous. I love this watch.
This is a classic here for us now. The Lady Gatsby. We've done 7 or 8 different models in this entire Gatsby series right here. This one here is a really you know, a leader in the series because it's just clean.
And today only means this price ends at
look
midnight.
At that,
from
$22, guys.
$135.17 and
Wow.
6 values of under $23. But also we're saving you $64.83 when you make the phone call. At midnight goes back up to $200. It's V90216. And your choice of colors to the black, the brown, and the silver tone.
You've been practicing.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not. I'm amazed. You are good, Libby. I'll tell you that. You've been practicing.
14 years of practice, Larry.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's
I like that.
year in the business.
Now, where do you try this on? Okay, where do you try this on? Okay?
I can be a professional every now and then.
Really, this is this particular the series here, the whole Gatsby series. It comes, you know, inspired by that whole F. Scott Fitzgerald great novel, The Great Gatsby, from the 1920s. You know, that Art Deco period. It's got kind of a deco look, and I mean, this would be right at home at any one of his lavish parties. But this is the brown. This is a new execution.
That is gorgeous.
This is a new execution for us. We just got this in, the brown dial, and it's kind of a tobacco brown, I would say. But again, look at that those inverted sides. It's kind of like an hourglass shaped type of a case. But what really makes this thing so special, if we'll get a profile view a little bit later here, but you'll see that the crystal has got a big arch to it, a big dome, and then it has these crescent moon facets on the side that are just exquisite. And it's a Swiss quartz engine, so it's very, and look how generous the bracelet is.
I know.
Now, it's true
difficult to size or not?
Well, you have to take it to a jeweler. You're going to have links take it out. Now, Libby does have freakishly small wrists, but
I think they're pretty average, like 7 and a quarter.
Oh, that is?
Probably, yeah.
Well, maybe it was just a very generous bracelet then.
Now, also, we do have, here's the chocolate. Well, Chuck always talks about my pinky is very skinny.
Very dainty.
He calls that like kind of freakishly. Okay, here's the beautiful brown. Here's the white.
Now,
Actually,
see,
we're calling silver tone.
The silver tone to me is the most classic because it's got the blue hands with the blue hour markers. Those are what we call alpha style hands. You've got the, you know, all those markers are individually applied, and the blue is an homage to Abraham Louis Breguet because he is the one who invented the furnace blue process.
I love this watch.
And then what's the black?
And the black as well. So here's your third choice. So today only means in a couple hours at midnight, the price is off the table, goes back up to $200, and the 6 value pays will also go away, getting a $350 watch for $135.17.
And, you know, it's a solid stainless steel link bracelet. All those links have been individually custom molded and shaped and polished.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And the black might be the most dressy. But there's that crystal. Thank you, Libby. It's got that big domed crystal. And if you turn it just right, you'll be able to see those facets on the side.
Beautiful.
Okay, it's like a crescent moon shape. And that's what makes this watch so exquisite. And one of the things we try to do for Stuhrling Original is we try to maintain the same level of technical achievement for the ladies that we do for the men.
Because what are collecting watches?
And what I mean by that is so many ladies' fashion watches will give you a 2-hand or a 3-hand movement, and they don't give you the date because the date is an extra complication, and from a manufacturing cost, it costs more money.
I never know what day it is, so I love having the date.
Yeah, but the guys always get the date complications. So here we have on the ladies' Gatsby Society watch, you have 3 hands and a date. So you're getting the dates, ladies.
And a double deployment, too. These are almost sold out. If you would love the brown, we have about 1 dozen left. If you love the black, about 20 remaining. And then on the silver tone, we have the most in silver tone, about 50 or so in silver tone.
Get these for your ladies. Get these for your sisters and mothers and daughters.
Stock up. And for Mom for Mother's Day, $64 and change back into your pocket. 6 value pays of under $23, but look at that gorgeous watch. Is that beautiful or what?
Well, I love the blue hands, and you see, we call that a sand dune dial, that particular pattern that we use there. But this is such a multifunctional, very versatile watch for women. You can wear it for dress. You can wear it for just going to the store. I mean, it's very multifunctional. The Gatsby is a huge series for us.
Love it.
You might remember, ladies or guys, on our last visit, we had the Gatsby La Femme, and of course, that one had a satin twill cover on the strap, and it had, you know, the white topaz going all around. But this is the straight Lady Gatsby Society with the stainless steel bracelet, and it's a beautiful bracelet. It's
and look at it
very generous. If you do need more links, we'll accommodate you, ladies.
This with the diamond bracelet layered.
Let's see.
How great does that look? Look at that.
Wow.
With Chuck coming up next hour. That looks fantastic.
Wow.
Here's what I would do. I would get the once-only guys for yourself. Grab the once-only skeleton Millennia watch, automatic, the 90093.
What was that, a $17 value pay or something?
That was $17.53 on value pay. Very good.
$17 value pay.
That price ends on this in 27 minutes on this watch. So get this for him, or guys, get this for yourself, and get this for her, the today-only watch, the Gatsby. Don't you think?
Get at least one, because at these price, I mean, for $100 you could bring home 5, 6 watches. It's unbelievable, guys.
What do you pay for solid stainless steel watches? What do you pay, you know, for a Stuhrling name?
And you know, that's the thing too. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because one of the things about Stuhrling is that when you get it home, folks, you're going to be so impressed when you feel the weight and significance of these watches, because a lot of times on home shopping television, you can see it could be anything, whether it's jewelry, watches, it could be computers, it could be anything, and the camera can make it look really well, really good. And then when you get it home, sometimes it can fool you. But here, with our watches, it's the opposite. When you get it, you're even more impressed, because one of the things that we're not able to convey through the camera is the significance and the weight and the heft. And that goes to the make of the watch. And that's why we have, you know, so many collectors that have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 of our watches. They keep coming back for more.
Now, on the brown, we have less than 1 dozen already. There's that beautiful brown, which I love. So elegant. But also that black is also not far behind. About 1 dozen now in the black remaining. And we're saving you, again, $64 and change. Make the phone call, 6 value pays of under $23. That price goes back up to $200 at midnight, but this is while supplies last, because they're selling out. And I think a lot of you, like you said, Larry, if you've never tried Stuhrling watches before, try this, ladies. You're going to love this. To me, it's the perfect size case. It's not too big and not too small.
It's a beautiful case. It's 27 millimeters from from 12 to 6. 27 millimeters from 12 to 6. Now, going to the lugs, it goes higher than that, but just from the top of the case to the bottom of the case. So it is a very good size for ladies.
And
it's
you
not
can
too big.
actually read the dial, which is nice, too.
Yeah.
You know, it's really nice.
It's what we call an at-a-glance type of read.
At-a-glance. Now, again, we're saving you so much money when you make the phone call. The 6 value pays. Stuhrling watches. The last few minutes with Larry until next time, so keep that in mind. And ladies, you know what? I've never worked with Larry before. I've never actually held a Stuhrling watch before until this hour. And I can tell you, these watches have major components, and also the quality, like you're saying, is really fantastic.
Absolutely. It's all about the Swiss engineering, you know, and you can't rush the Swiss. I mean, it takes us so long to get a model.
What did you say, how many months?
Typically, a fast turnaround for us would be 8 months. That would be really fast, from conception all the way through completion of production. But it's more, lately, it's been like, seems like for 14 months. I mean, everything is taking so long. If you've ever been to, have you ever been to Switzerland?
I have not. It's one place I haven't.
I'm going to tell you something, okay? You cannot rush the Swiss. If the bus stop says they're going to be there at 6:32,
they're at 6:32.
It's at 6:32. And if you're at the store and the store closes at 7, and you're there right at 7, and they lock the door, and you're knocking on the window.
My husband's been there. He was telling me that, too. That
it's true. They will not open the door. Yeah. And I'll tell you, our partner, our manufacturing partner is a Swiss company, George von Berg. George is a great guy. You can't rush these guys. George, we need the goods. We need the goods. We have a show on ShopNBC.
That's a good thing.
He doesn't. They take forever. And I'll tell you what, guys. It's. But you know, listen. It is what it is. That's who we are. But you'll feel that in the product. Oh my God! Look what we did to the phone bank.
Okay, our phones are so busy right now, everybody.
We crashed the phone bank.
ShopNBC.com. Here's your update. I like the classic style on this, too. It's very classic. Okay, the brown, about a handful in the brown.
Get as many of these as you can afford, guys.
Less than 1 dozen on black.
Because you'll be sorry you didn't.
2.5 to 3 dozen on the silver tone. Today, only price $64 and change back into your pocket. 6 value pay, so 6 months to pay off your bracelet watch interest-free. That's fantastic as well. If you call at midnight and we have 1 watch remaining, the price goes back up to $200. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I just want to be clear on something here. It says on the graphic, you know, the Gatsby bracelet watch, but somewhere we should probably throw in Lady Gatsby, because we actually have a men's version of this. And if you didn't see it on Libby's wrist or something like that, and you just saw it in a picture, you might think it's the men's because it looks exactly the same. But the size, the men's obviously is larger. But this is the Lady Gatsby Society. But
the brown, we have it less than a handful.
This is a lady's watch, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
And the case size is going to be, what would that be? Do we have that exactly, Larry? That's going to be 22 millimeter on the case size. So to me, it's the perfect size.
The 22 is from, you know, from 3 to 9.
And don't forget, too, the 2-year warranty from Stuhrling, is that right?
Yeah, 2-year international warranty, that's correct.
And don't forget that today only price ends at midnight, goes back up to $200, $135.17. 6 value pays go away at midnight too, V90216. This watch is going away because it's selling out. Stay in the ordering process. And don't
Looks
forget
like the brown was almost gone.
Yeah, the brown is almost gone. If you would love to have the once only, this price is over in 22 minutes.
The millennials are getting pretty limited too.
It's
Guys,
$105.15
don't miss the millennia. $17, you can bring this home for, with a value pay of $17,
And that's
guys.
only for the next 20 minutes. It's V90093.
You're going to freak out for this watch.
No, we have about 100 left in black and the same in the silver tone. So keep that in mind. It's like an automatic. It's skeleton. This watch is so cool.
Oh, the millennia is amazing.
Yeah.
Again, it's a skeleton mechanical automatic. It shows your love and appreciation for the whole art of watchmaking, really. And it's done in such a stylish way.
And the bottom line, at top of the hour, you're spending $64 and then some more on the timepiece. So keep that in mind too. So grab it while you can at the once only price.
Did we ever show the case back on that? I don't remember.
We did.
We did. Okay.
But we can do it again. Though,
no, not now.
Yeah. Now here is Larry's watch, the original
I love this.
Manchester Aussie watch for $188.53 and $37.71 with 5 value pays. How great is that? The 90105 and. The other 2 color choices have sold out. This watch has been very, very popular.
Now, guys, you're going to have to be very, very quick right now. We're not deep. This is the only execution we have left. Now, a lot of you guys who know me, you follow our shows, whatever, you know that orange is my favorite color. My first car is Hot Rod 66 Ford Fairlane, okay? Bright orange car. I love orange, okay? But people at work are getting sick of seeing me wear my orange Manchester Square watch. Believe me, okay? But this is the Aussie. Now, we've never, ever showed it below $200 until this visit, this anniversary pricing here. And a lot of you who know this watch know that. A lot of you may have other executions of this watch. But this is the mechanical day date. And with 5 value pays, look what you can pick it up for. It is a curved case, guys. That's more expensive to do. It's the most comfortable case we make. Guys, I cannot impress upon you enough how much I want you to bring this watch home and how much you need to bring it home. Now, there's the dial. Libby is showing you the dial right here. If we come in really tight, I want you to see the detail in that guilloche soleil pattern, okay? Beautiful. That's done with vintage German machines. Thank you, guys. Check this out.
Look at that.
Our yield-loss ratio on these dials, Libby, is 1 to 2, which means for every dial that makes it into a watch, we literally have to throw 2 dials away. It's actually made of brass. They're embossed into a soft metal of brass, and then they're colored afterwards. But each dial is struck anywhere between 30 to 40 times. All those Arabic numerals that are fanned around the dial, that was a great shot, guys. All those Arabic numerals are individually applied to the dial, which means there are 2 pegs on the back of every numeral.
And they're almost 3-dimensional, aren't they?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. They're separate pieces, and they're sticking up.
Yeah, I love that.
It really is true. Now, look, that's a curved case with a curved top side. That crystal is curved. That is a Cristerna crystal that is curved. This is amazing. It is the most comfortable case that we make on the wrist.
The strap, too.
And even ladies love this piece because that strap...
This is so perfect for spring and summer.
Yeah, that strap is 27 millimeters wide at the lug, which is extremely wide. It's got pre-curved metal inserts. You've got genuine French leather on the top with perforated top side. You have calfskin, a nubuck calfskin lining on the inside, and it's so comfortable on the wrist.
Fabulous.
Now look at how that, even on a lady's wrist, okay, ladies, it wears like a bangle.
It does.
It really does.
And for $37.71 on 5 value pays, how fantastic is this?
Now, I will say this.
We're saving almost $39 too.
Now, I'll be honest, okay? It's my favorite color. Everybody knows that.
I wore it last night, orange. I wore orange last night.
Did you?
On the air, yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, that's a compliment. I was just going to give a compliment because the thing is this, is that orange is a color of, it's kind of a royal color. It's a color of high self-esteem. Not everybody can, it is. Not everybody can carry off orange, okay? You know, and that's what I was going to say. Orange may not be for you. You know, it's brash, it's bold, it's straight from the hip. And, you know, you got to be able to carry it off and maybe have a little flair for color. Now, I know from my days in the jewelry business, one of my, you know, I love colored gems and I miss the gems and all that stuff. And I watch Chuck Clemency shows all the time and everything. And I love his jewelry and all his colored gems. But, you know, one of my favorite stones was orange sapphires. I had a partner from Sri Lanka, and he'd bring me back these orange sapphires. And I had some incredible stones, incredible sapphires, real royal gems.
This watch is comfortable, by the way.
And it's so comfortable. And the first thing a lady, some ladies would say to me, not all ladies, was, Larry, I love it, but I have nothing to wear with it. You know, that, when you have orange, that's kind of one of their beefs with women, you know. Not men, but with women.
This is great with black, with white, with chocolate brown,
I used to tell them, you know, for a special stone, like a particular orange sapphire or whatever, I would say, for this kind of a stone, get something to wear with it because it's so special. Now, I'm not going to say that for ladies with this particular watch.
This is
Either you like
fun.
orange or you don't like
we have
orange.
about 2.5 dozen or so remaining, so keep that in mind. But also, it's 10 ATM. Orange makes you also look more tan, which I also like, too.
Oh.
It does.
All right, I like that.
Yeah, it does.
But you're getting a mechanical automatic with a quick set day and quick set date. And all you guys out there that know the Manchester Aussie, whether orange is your color or not, you know that this is the price that you've never seen before
and
with the value pays.
Here.
Bring it home at that price.
And that was the last presentation for the visit, by the way.
Are we done with this now?
We are.
Oh, I wanted to show the movement. That's all right, my fault.
Okay.
But guys, just trust me on that piece. You'll love it.
I can pop it in the screen again. It's V90105. Do not hang up. We are so busy on everything automated. Ordering, ShopNBC.com, because Larry leaves in 15 minutes.
Now
and that once only price leaves, that daily price leaves at midnight, too, so keep that in mind. Go
Absolutely.
ahead, Larry. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I was going to say, here's an anniversary gift right here from Stuhrling Original. This is a great everyday watch. It's our Eagle. We're going to show you all about this watch right now in a minute. But with the value pays, you can bring this one home for $26. This is just a great everyday timepiece. It's a pilot's watch.
Oh, I like it.
This whole kind of styling that you see with this, you know, with the big bulbous crown over there and the layout of the numerals on the dial and everything. It's like a pilot style. That's what they refer to it in the business.
So we have three choices.
And these are the three brand new executions, okay?
The brown, which I love, and that fantastic, we're calling it the red. Would you call that more of a tomato red as well?
Yeah, I think so.
And the last choice would be the black.
Yeah, and the black has those beautiful Columbia blue numerals and so forth, and the black PVD case. I love that black PVD case. That's awesome. But, you know, this particular piece is really thin. It's a quartz movement, three-hand quartz with a date, okay? And the brown has brown PVD, and it gives it a bronze tone. It looks like bronze, okay?
Love this.
It's fabulous. It's a new thing that we do, and with the brown radiant dial like that, it's just incredible.
Under $81 for the entire watch, $26 and change on 3 value pays. It's V90685 for the anniversary with Larry, so keep that in mind. But here's that fantastic brown. Oh. I love it.
Oh. It's a 44mm size watch, guys, but it plays like a 46 because the bezel is so thin. It's about 1.5 or 2 millimeters thin on the bezel. Look how thin the watch is.
When you have a bezel that's thinner, is it more difficult, more labor intensive when you're putting, you know, all the mechanics inside?
You know, I really don't think so, Libby, but the thing about having such a thin bezel, the dial fills up the entire watch, and so this dial really would go into more of a 46 or 48, but because there's no bezel,
I love the black.
The black is gorgeous, and you know, I'm a Bruin. I went to UCLA.
Did you?
Absolutely. And my point is this, you know, some of us LA boys never left home. But anyway, we grew up loving the Bruins. But that blue is kind of like UCLA blue, you know.
Love it.
Yeah, kind of a Swiss blue. But in any case, and here, check out the case back. Can we get this, guys? Check this out. Now, one of the things I always tell people is, you know, always check your case backs because, you know, you develop a trained eye for looking for quality on watches and everything. Where are we at here? 6? Okay.
There we go.
There we go. And this is our Eagle, as you can see here. Yeah, if we get there's the Eagle up at the top. You see the flying bird right there. You see the notches on the edges. That's for the jeweler's tool. That's a screwed-in threaded case back. You have 50 meters of water resistance on this piece. But, you know, you develop a trained eye for, you know, looking for quality. And a lot of inexpensive watches, you know, they'll have just a pop-off case back and no decorations. You know, every detail is covered by Stuhrling Original.
Too.
And this is the crown is this big balloon, knurled balloon, like a hot air balloon.
It works with the larger numerals. You know, everything kind of works together.
But this is a great watch for, you know, you go to the park, you're walking your dog, you run around with the kids, you wear jeans and a T-shirt.
Or with the aquamarine. Look at that with the aqua. Look how great that looks with the aquamarine coming.
Wow.
Is that fabulous or what?
Yeah.
Now, we have anniversary pricing of under $81. That to me is phenomenal.
Looks
and like
great,
Larry was saying, 5 ATM on a watch for less than $81 is crazy. Look at that.
Right, and you talk about an at-a-glance. I mean, this is a very quick read, a very much at-a-glance type of a watch. You've got the spade-style second hand. You've got the obelisk skeletonized hour and minute hands. You've got a date aperture over there at the 3 o'clock position. You got the geometric 12, 3, 6, and 9. I mean, it's fabulous. You've got double studs on the bracelet, on the strap as well. You've got double stitching, contrast stitching. Guys, that's a gift, okay? $80 with the $26 value pays.
So we're saving you $25.70 to make the phone call for the anniversary. That's awesome as well. But look at that red. And I think, ladies, this is perfect for you, too. I'd love to see you wear it. This is V90685. It's colorful. It's very readable. As I get older, I do not wear glasses yet, but I kind of feel like I'm kind of getting there. I like the larger numerals, which is nice. You can read it. It's V90685. Do not hang up. More great things coming up. Larry leaves in 12 minutes, so keep that in mind.
Gosh, the time
and the
is
one
flying.
price leaves in 20 minutes, too. Check out the Millennia Skeleton by Stuhrling. $105.13 for the next 12 minutes. $17.52 on 6 value pays for the next 12 minutes. It goes back up to $170 in 12 minutes. It's V90093. The black is almost gone, about 85 left on black. Go ahead, Larry.
Guys, listen, on this Millennia, everybody who can hear my voice right now or is watching, walking by the screen, whatever, you need to get this at this. This is once only, which means not today only, right now.
It will never come back at
this
that
is
low
it.
price.
If you buy it now, you get this deal. If you call in after the show, which is another 10 minutes, the deal's off the table, okay? That's
like
what a
170.
once only is. Don't ask me. You know, ask the powers that be over here at ShopNBC. That's the rules. That's the deal. We're going to make it once during the show, so give us your best price right to the bone, and we'll take low margins, and that's what it is. So take advantage of that. That is a phenomenal piece. That's not something we're trying to clear inventory. The Millennia is something we featured in Watches International 2008.
We're saving you $64.87.
That's amazing.
That watch. And this visit only also ends at midnight.
The deal's just, you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Okay,
What
take a look at this. The Traveler at night, I don't know what's a bigger deal. Well, the Millennia is mechanical, but this is unbelievable. This is one hit after another. The Traveler, this is a world timer, tells the world time in all 24 major time zones around the world. You set it one time and you're done. And it's such a classy looking watch. Go on ShopNBC's website and take a look up the Stuhrling watches, the Traveler, and just read the reviews that we have on this watch from ShopNBC. It's amazing.
We also have reduced shipping and handling for you too until midnight. For value pays until midnight. This visit only until midnight, so keep that in mind. So great ways to save your money. And here are your choices too. We do have the black with the silver tone.
The blue.
And then we also have the blue with the silver tone. Is that correct?
No, the silver tone is with the blue hands.
Oh, there
if you want this one that Libby's showing you right now, which is my favorite by far, okay, that's the silver tone. It's gorgeous. Now, the rose gold is our biggest seller. So that's the, what are they calling that? Silver tone, rose tone.
And then the black with the silver tone, we have 1 dozen left in the black with the silver tone. And this price is crazy. We're saving you again around $19.83 when you call in. Reduced shipping and handling. That saves you $5 right there on that too.
Listen, it's a 40mm size case. It's what we call a full size for a man is a 40, okay? It's so elegant, it's so classy, it's so useful, especially if you travel or you don't travel, that's a different issue. It's helpful either way. But if you have friends maybe or a loved one that lives in Europe or wherever.
Or you've lived in different parts of the world like I have and you have too, it gives you that feeling like you're there. There's the Paris time, Parisian time.
Absolutely. Paris is at 9 o'clock. I usually set my dual times to that.
I was there last in November.
Check this out, guys, okay? Well, I don't know if we're going to even have enough time to explain the functionality of the world time. If we do, I will. But even if I don't, just look, even if you don't use it, okay, what a classy watch this is. It just reeks of class.
Doesn't it?
Look at the guilloche. We're going to come in tight on this, guys, but look at the guilloche pattern on the dial. Even the numerals, the Arabic numerals, they're all italicized. Those are all individually applied to this dial, okay?
Now, when you say guilloche, can we just kind of clarify?
It's a texturing.
Right,
it's a
just everybody understands that.
There's a hand guilloche, which is the most expensive. Those are thousands of dollars, and they take months to do.
Right.
And then there's we use vintage German machines that are about 40 years old, and they're like hydraulic presses. And each one of these dials is stamped, is struck about 30 or 40 times each. In other words, in an inexpensive watch, in one press, they can literally stamp out 200 or 300 dials, okay? These are all made individually, one dial at a time. Those numerals, 3, 4, 5, those are all separate pieces that have been individually applied to that dial with pegs. There's pegs on the back of each one of those numerals that goes through the dial, and they're sealed on the back side of the dial, okay?
So can you see why it takes that many months to put together one
and if you come in really tight in the center, that's okay. If you come in really tight in the center, where Libby had it right there, she'll find that spot again, okay? You'll be able to see that guilloche. This is what we call guilloche soleil, like a sun ray.
Right.
Okay? There's different types. We use waves and everything else, but that's texturing in there. That's done by those machines. There's your. And take a look at the the cities around the world that are the accepted cities for their time zones.
Paris.
New York, Los Angeles, Anchorage.
It's just fun to have because.
Is this set properly, Sean? Okay, he says it is. So let's take a look at this. Back out just a hair. You see, the clock says 5 minutes to 9 here in Minneapolis, right?
Okay.
So what time is it in Paris?
There it is.
At 9 o'clock, it's 4. So that means it's 5 minutes to 4 in the morning in Paris.
Love it.
Just like that, you know it's almost 4 in the morning in Paris.
So you feel like you're in Paris, maybe. Kind of
Well,
takes you there within minutes.
You know, if you want to go that far, okay.
Well, you know, you kind of, if you're not traveling right now, it kind of gives you that feeling that you are, because you know it's happening, what time it is all over the world. You know?
I'd like to transport myself there right now.
I bet you would.
You know,
I was there in November. Loved it.
But
now also, just the choices, the black Silvertone, we have less than a handful. The Silvertone is the next to go. After that, the Silvertone Rose Tone. And don't forget, too, everybody, this means this price is over at midnight. So we're saving you $19.83 when you call in 2473 on 4 value.
Check out the case back on this. I was just telling you, you know, always check your case backs. It's a good indication of quality. Can we show this? Thank you, guys. Check this out, guys. Okay, you're going to see the screwed-in case back. Okay, you're going to see the decoration on the case back. It says Traveler. Okay, we're actually working on a new one. We hope to have it out in another 5 or 6 months from now, where it's going to be this design on the dial itself. It's going to be a mechanical. But this one here is a Swiss quartz engine. Okay, so you only set it one time. On most world timers, you see the screwed-in case back as well, water resistant to 50 meters. But the point is, with this one, you set it one time and it's done. As the minute hand moves, so too does the 24-hour indicator. On most world timers, you have to rotate a bezel or a flange and line up the cities to tell the time.
Like that.
Yeah, but that's what they are. But this one, you don't have to do that, which is so cool. Set it once and you're done. Everybody watching the show, believe me, this is an all-time signature piece for Stuhrling Original. It's the Traveler. Look at those beautiful, elongated, leaf-style hands.
Is gorgeous.
It really is. It's so classy.
Really
it's so elegant. Look at that beveled bezel.
Have this wonderful
even a step design on the lugs.
Blue tone, which is pretty too.
Which one?
I just love the numerals. They're blue on the.
The blue one is my favorite because, again, that's an homage to Breguet. So
beautiful. Now, here's the bottom line. We have 3 watches in this hour that some prices end this hour, some prices end at midnight, so keep that in mind. This being one that ends at midnight, this visit only at $98 and change. If you want to have a timepiece that equates to over $500 in retail, less than $99, it's crazy, isn't it?
Listen, there's a lot of people on the phone right now. Thank you all. But if you're not on the phone, please get on the phone. The one you'd have to pull the trigger probably the quickest is the Millennia, because that's over in literally about another 2 or 3 minutes. That deal is done.
We're going to give them, what, 4 minutes left on this, Tom? Is that right? The once only
Anybody who's on the phone, I think, will get the deal if they're on the phone before the show ends.
Here's the update. The black, about 75 left in black, and that's it at the once only price. It goes back up to $170 at the top of the hour. $17 and change and 6 value pays will also go away. 100 left or so in Silvertone, the black about 70, the 90093. Do not hang up on that once only. For the phone lines, you will get one while supplies last. Today only, here's the update. My gosh, the black, we have a handful. And then Silvertone, we have 50. The brown has sold out. The today only price ends at midnight. Goes back from $135.17 to $200, and also 6 value pays.
And the Silvertone is the one with the blue hands.
Love it.
Get the one with the blue hands, guys. That is the, ladies, that's the one you want, believe me.
And don't forget that today only
the black is dressy, though.
At midnight, too.
They're all great.
How fun. When are you back, Larry?
Probably in a couple of weeks.
That was fun. Good to see you.
Oh, it was great.
Nice
it's over?
Here. It's
Time
over.
flies
I know.
with you.
And when you have a watch show, too. And coming up next, we do have Chuck Clemency standing by. Moissanite, a once only coming up. Gemstone Gallery on the way next. Do not hang up. We're busy on everything.
Thank you, everybody.